What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jacko Spade04 here. Today, showing y'all my Dark World deck I've been playing for a couple weeks before the format started. I had a couple requests for people to go ahead and put it up, so here we go. So far, I'm ranked about 522 on DN. So let's go and start. Running 2 Beige, triple Brow, triple Graph, 3 Snow, 3 Tour Guide, and 1 Transharge Fiend. Spells we have Lure Darkness, you know, everything else is 3 O's, Dark Dealings, Drag Down Gates, as well as Upstart Goblin. Traps is Dark Smog, Dimensional Prism, excuse me, Eradicator, Epidemic Virus, Mind Crush, Mirror Force, Reckless Greed, as well as Terminal Tribute. The side deck is Double Necrophase, Trap Eaters, MST, uh, Chain Whirlwind, Second Smog, Double Debunk, Deck Devastation Virus, and Gozen. The extra deck is in main Tempo, Utopia, number 22, number 17, number 101, Maestro, Leviathan, Leviair, Heractic Sun, Dragon, say Overload. Anyway, uh, Cowboy, um, Exciton Knight, Emerald, Stardust, Black Rose, as well as Scrap Drag. So just real quick, I'm gonna go run through my card choices. The reason why I'm not running silver or gold is simply because of the fact that in Dark Worlds, if I open up a hand with too many high level monsters, I'm not gonna draw anything. So I just simply decided, if I run gold or silver, if I don't have a discard outlet, there's nothing I can do with it. So I just simply decided against, running silver or gold. On monsters, I'm running some I can normal summon or I can normal summon a special Grapha. The spells are pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not gonna go over those. Those are pretty much the standards. Traps has the most controversy. The reason why I'm running so many traps, 12 in fact. So go ahead and start with each one. I go from there. Dark Smog. There are a lot of decks out there. Literally, about half the decks in the format rely heavily on the graveyard. Uh, so obviously, would run something to try to counteract that in the main deck. Also, it helps out if sometimes in game one where I have to slow down the pace, Dark Smog helps me do that. For people who don't know, and I'm so tired of having to explain this, Dark Smog can be activated on either player's turn. Says once per turn, but traps are spell speed too, so it can be done on any player's turn. Um, I'll have a link I'll have a link in the with the first comment with that ruling because I get so tired of people not knowing that. But anyway, the reason why so much defense with double dimension prism, mirror force, as well as Torrential is Dark World is a very it's a very explosive deck, but sometimes it's a deck that has a long fuse on it. What I mean by that is simply sometimes your ultimate hand can be so bad that it's almost impossible to fight through it. So have the extra defense for situations like that, where if I draw nothing but spells and a mirror force, at least I can take a couple turns. I may take a couple of hits, but I can also protect myself until I get a monster I can do something with. So that's logic behind that. Reckless, come on guys, that's common sense. I'm not gonna go over that. Mind Crush, every deck in the format searches for something, so just having the advantage where I can stop. If you search, you're gonna go minus with Mind Crush, so that's why I run it. Eradicated Virus, live decks depend heavily either on spells or as well as traps, so it's very easy for me to get a monster with 2300, 2500 more attack, either it being Trans Archfiend after its effect with Gates or as well as Grapha. So I'm not really losing anything. So that's why I decided to keep it in the main deck. With Gurgias, you're playing a lot of You have a lot of traps, and a lot of the other decks run a lot of traps as well, monsters and traps as well. So I decided to go ahead and keep it in the main deck. Side deck choices: Necrophase. Late game, there's been a lot of times where I have banished every monster in my deck and just having the ability to summon Necrophase and have a reset button placed on all my monsters where I can, start everything all over again really does help a lot. Trap Eater, everybody's figured out Darknell's weakness by playing Shadow Prison Mirror and Soul Drain. You know, the people who still side deck Macrocosmos, this gives me an option to stop that from happening for me to keep on doing the things I need to do with my deck. The MSTs, I decided not to main them this because game one, I'm trying to win as fast as possible. Game two, then I'll worry about trying to stop whatever it is that your deck can do that I may have to fear as far as back row is concerned. Same thing with Chain Whirlwind in response to Grappa or MST or any other effect that I may use to destroy. Dark Smog again for back row heavy decks. Uh, excuse me. Debunk is probably one of the most slept on cards that is in the format right now. It's amazing against Bujins, Water, Fire to if you're playing Fire King, it's amazing against that. But anything that stops the field as well as the graveyard thing from activating, that really gives you all the protection that you need. Probably gonna take out um, Dark World Virus. I'm actually doing that right now. I'm going to take that out and put in what should have been in its place, and that's going to be Skill Drain. Just because, for the most part, all the effects on your side of the field are perfectly okay with you having those negated, with the exception of course, Tour Guide as well as Trans Archfiend, but that's neither here nor there. You can play around that. So, and lastly, Ghost Match, which is just really amazing. The only reason why I'm running synchros in the deck is simply for Trap Eater, because when you special summon, he's a tuner, so I'm going to immediately go into a synchro play or a level 4 Exciton Night play to nuke the board. So that's why I have Stardust, Scrap Dragon, and Black Rose. It's just generic synchros. For most part, the rest of the XCs are pretty self-explanatory. So guys, this is the Dark World deck that I'm playing. If you guys have any comments, any suggestion or questions as far as why I run cards over other ones, definitely want to put that down below. If you like the deck profile, if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. If your first time on my channel, go ahead and please go hit that subscribe button for me. Again, this is Jacko Spade 04, and I'm out.